How are you? Okay. Hi, good afternoon everyone. We're going to be very tight with media today because we have some other media schedules. So I'm going to have to finish at 2 o'clock. We're going to give 15 minutes to broadcasters and 15 minutes to writers to be fair to everyone. Dumo or Roger? I'll say ladies first. But
Hi, Marco, good to see you. First of all, any team news, any fresh injury worries or any players returning who were injured before?
No, from the last game, more or less the same situation. Daniel James started with the team again, not full session, but with the team again. Nice to see him back on the pitch, and all the other players they are going to be available.
Just a couple of games to go now, and you've been reluctant to talk about specific targets, but a lot of people are looking at you. Obviously, Fulham's record points total, a couple more wins will get you. Is that a motivation for you coming into these last couple of matches?
Yeah, it was clear I said to you after when you achieved the 42 points, we define a different target straight away, and it was clear to break that tally points that for us was really important, and we didn't hide that situation. That was our target in that moment, and we're still fighting for it, and we are going to fight and to do our maximum to get it.
Roy Hodgson coming back to Craven Cottage, obviously one of your predecessors here. Are you expecting a warm welcome for Roy when he comes back, and are you appreciative of how highly he's regarded here at Fulham?
Definitely, and I'm sure that is going to happen. To be honest, I'm sure that is going to happen, and even for me, it will be nice to see him. Even not just because all the story with Fulham Football Club, but every time I played against him, we created a good relationship. I have to say, and huge respect for him. He's a gentleman, really, and he's a person that you take always a good feedback and positive vibes from him, and we have always a good chat when we play against each other, and it will be the same. Will be the same after the match or before the match, and of course, he's going to receive the welcome that he deserves.
He's come back in. You can see that he's still inspired to come be involved in football. Can you see yourself at Roy's age?
Yes, let's see. He's too long. He's too far to talk about it. Of course, it's nice to see him keep enjoying. I was with him last season. Yeah, when he was in Watford, we played a friendly match in one international break, and we were together in that period. Even last season, he didn't expect to come back, and he had that experience, and when everyone expected for him to be already at home and relax and do different things, someone called him, an important club for him as well, like Palace, and he's doing really well, and I'm pleased for him because he's really a person that I use respect.
You beat Palace earlier in the season 3-0, quite a comfortable win. It was quite a fiery game with 2 minutes sent off. What's different? What's Roy Hodgson brought to this team that's different from when you met them earlier in the season?
Different moments of the season. When we played against them, and with Vieira, you have to understand that Patrick, they came from a really strong season and very good season last one, and they did really well with some young lads young players to pop up in the team, and of course we won the game. Was a very important restart from the World Cup for us, and we won the game. Of course, even before the red card, we were on the top of that game, and we were winning 1-0, and again, credits for our players because we did it really well. But even that moment, Palace was a really tough team to play against. I remember that their home record in that moment was really good, really good, and we were one of the first teams that broken that home form they had until that moment. And right now they are in a good moment. Clear, of course, after when Roy joined them, they straight away they got good results, and of course with the good results, with the confidence back, with the players they have, the things they can go. And a team that has a lot of individual quality in the attack line, you can see it. Some young talents, but with the experience already in Premier League too, and they can create many problems for the opposition side every time. Not just individual, some very good connection between them, players that they link each other really well. And of course with some mature players in the back line as well, and I think will be a very good game against a good side. And of course they want to keep the same capacity to get points, and you want to do the same. You are going to play our last home match for us. That is important for us to keep to win the 3 points.
Just finally from me, I was looking back at some notes from earlier in the season, the start of the season, and a lot was made back in August when you said the Fulham squad's not ready for the Premier League, and you talked about the options that you had to come off the bench, maybe the depth of the squad. Now we've reached the end of this season. How do you assess your squad now, and perhaps throwing it forward?
Completely different in that moment. I said that in that moment that we were not prepared as a squad, because we didn't have enough numbers. We were first games of the season with 3-4 players from the academy on the bench, and was the reason why I said that. And of course from that moment, probably I don't have all the players, but from that moment probably we have signed more 5-6 players until the end of the season. And of course some of them they made a huge impact in our squad too. That was the reason why I said that, and was clear, was the reality in that moment. And of course, as always, I was honest, because we were, as a squad, we were not prepared. The players, they were here, and I said that before the Liverpool match, I remember. The players, they were here, they were ready. As a squad, overall, we were not ready for the situation. And this is one of the reasons why this group of players, they have been incredible. In all the moments of the season, the good moments, other not so good moments, like the first games of the season, when I remember we play with some players in different positions. We have to adapt players in positions. I remember the derby against Brentford, for example, at home, that we play with Jay, that is a striker, as a right winger in that game. Jay Stansfield, and he did really well. He helped the team in that game. And we show the capacity to adapt in any moment of the season for what the season demands from ourselves. That moment with not all squad, in some moments of the season without some important players for us, when you have to adjust something, even to play with different profiles in different positions. After the ban of Mitre is a good example, not so good moment from Vinicius, when you had to adjust something, and we did it. Of course, after Vinicius came, and he did really well as well and helped the team. Even after the 2 really bad injuries from Andrés Pereira and Tim Ream, the way we react as a group as well, and they have been incredible really, because we have been showing the capacity to adapt for any moment that the competition demands from ourselves. But what I said in that moment was the reality.
Great, thank you.
I just wanted to touch on that point in terms of, like, when you're struggling at the start of the season. You've mentioned the academy players, having to bring them up. Obviously, coming towards the end of this season, you've got a number of players who are going to be out of contract, either on loan or like Bullion, who had a 1-year contract. Have you had conversations with those players to either keep them on or looking for new options?
Yes, of course. I have had some conversations with some. We have to, the most honest possible with you, as always. William is a priority. He's one of the priorities for us to sign and to renew his contract. Of course, I have some chats with him as always, and he knows what I think about the situation, and is clear for him. And of course, with all the others, I'm speaking with them. I'm going to speak during the next few days as well, because everyone, when they go for holidays, they are going to know our opinion, what we want to do, what is our plans as well. Of course, at the same time, we have to keep the focus in the games. We have to keep the focus in the points that they are there for us to fight. But of course, everything is planned, and next week is going to be a week to have some normal conversations with the players.
Congratulations on your manager on the year nomination for the Premier League.
Thank you.
You've had obviously 40 consecutive wins that have led you to the top half of the table. In terms of points club record for the club, how much of an achievement is that for you personally?
First is a great and a huge achievement for this football club. That is the main thing, really. That is, that I'm thinking right now, and is for that I'm working really to help the players, to make the everyone that works in this football club proud of the what we did, and it's not really about myself, to be honest. It's always the way I like to be in front of them and to manage this football club, and the most important thing for me is to always to get the maximum I can get from the players, and I'm 100% sure that we are getting really the maximum you can get from them. The room's still there to improve, and we are going to keep working on that. And to make the fans really proud of what we have been doing, of course, everyone that is around me in this football club. And after awards or something like that, of course, if you ask me if I'm proud of course, I have to say that I am, definitely, because top league, the best and the most difficult in the world, top managed. Every single match is like you have the challenge ahead of you to prepare well your team to play against very good teams, top teams, very good manager as well, and of course is something that is important when you are in a percent promoted club and all that situations, and you can get this type of recognition is important, but is a consequence from the work. What I can tell you, just I'm proud of it, but the most important thing for me is really what we can get as a group, what we are getting, and the maximum we are getting from these football players.
Yeah, and you're certainly popular with the fans, the players, the club as a collective. I know you had your own, when you initially signed to the club, you signed a contract. Have you had discussions with the club to stay long term and keep the momentum going with the league?
No, we are speaking. Definitely, we are speaking, and everyone knows that. But it's something that is not something that we did last few weeks. You keep speaking. It's not, and no one has to rush here because, as you know, I have signed 3 years contract. I'm just here finish the second season. It's not something that I'm end of contract and all the situations. I understand. I repeat again that you are speaking with everyone in this football club. I'm speaking with the owner and with everyone in this football club. Always to plan and to make this club to be stronger in the future, not just the present. The future is really important for me as well, but it's not something that we have to rush or something like that. The most important thing is to plan everything well, because this season was really important for this football club. I'm sure the next one will be even more important.
Lovely. And just lastly from me, obviously Mitrovic's returned, scored a goal. Potential for him to start this week? And also, how great is it to have him back? Like, I know you're worried about his own mental health in the process of being out for such a long period of time. It must be difficult for a player who's so driven and so motivated to score goals and to help his club not being able to play.
First was tough for him. He's already passed, and we don't want to talk no more about it. That situation. He can start when you have a player like Mitro. Is always an option to start. He's always a potential player to become in the starting 11. But I have to say that Vinicius did really well the last few games. Last 4, I think, scored 3 assists as well. He's being really important for us. Finally, we are seeing something from him. Is important for a striker to play and to have more minutes in his legs to play week in week out, to improve his physical condition, to improve the confidence. And I'm pleased for Carlos, first of all, the way he did it and the way he turned the things around, because after the ban from Mitro, the first performance, they were not at the level that we all like to see, and first of all himself. And of course he has worked hard to achieve different level, and nice to see him playing at good level and helping the team and scoring important goals for us. And about Mitro, it's just to get him as best physical conditions we can, because 2 months and 10 days almost without games. Of course, was always training with the team, but without games is tough. Was important the last 30 minutes, last game. For sure, tomorrow is going to be involved again. Let's see from the start or not. But with him ready and at his best or close his best, we are always stronger, definitely.
Okay, thank you.
We go to Emma first and then we'll come to you.
Marco, the points total you're trying to beat was, of course, achieved by Roy Hodgson. and it got Fulham European football. Is it a shame that if you do achieve it this season, it doesn't look like you're going to end up qualifying for a European place?
No, I have to tell you, nothing in this season will be a shame. Nothing. It will be completely the opposite. Of course, we as a club, myself as a manager, and our group of players and our staff, not that we regret. We know that we should have been playing the semi-finals of the FA Cup because we deserve to clear it, and for many reasons that we already spoke, and some that we cannot control. We are not in that semi-final because we deserve clear to be there. And that is the thing that is sometimes we speak about, even if it's past, that is a little bit shame. All the other things about the points, about the position that you are going to finish or not, the boys, they have been incredible, and the position that you are going to finish, you are going to see after the last match. But it doesn't matter where. All of us, we have to be proud of what we did, and if you go above a certain amount of points, and if will give us the possibility to be 10, 9, 8 or whatever, depending from the other clubs as well, and you cannot control the situation, we are going to fight really hard to get the 6 points.
Promoted teams aren't supposed to achieve as much as you've done in your first season back in the Premier League. I mean, a lot of people would have looked at what Fulham had done previously and would have already written you off. So what's made you most proud, do you think?
The way we didn't, or we haven't changed anything from our identity as a team. That is the thing that make me more proud. We could have achieved our targets, 30 points, to remain in Premier League, but in a different way. But we did it in our way. We did it keeping our identity from the last season. Is the way I see football and the way I prepare my players, and this is the main thing for me. Is what makes me more proud is because we did it, embracing the challenge, but enjoying the challenge as well, keeping our fans enjoying the way we play football, because I know that is important, and I know what they expect from ourselves. Another thing that makes me really proud is the way we get the maximum from our players every single day and every single week to prepare the match. And the last one, of course, is to feel that the people that love the football club, our fans, the people that love the football club, they really appreciate what we did, and the connection that I felt last week again after the match, the connection that I'm feeling every time players and fans they have for me is something that we have to work really hard to get it, because I remember the first time we arrived in this football club, how was everything, the mood, everything, how was, and we work really hard to do everything in a different way, and for me it's fantastic to feel and to see in a different perspective the connection between fans and our players.
Finally from me, your success, your achievements have meant that you have lots of admirers. It means that people ask you regularly about your future here, and there are players who are going to be linked to other clubs as well. So those fans coming to their last home game of this season, how confident are you that they're going to see those players in that team at the start of next season? They're going to see you back in the dugout?
No, I don't see a reason for them to don't think that most of the things will be the same. I'm talking about faces. I'm not talking about results or something like that, because of course you have to work really hard to achieve against at least the same things that we have achieved this season. At least you have to work really hard, probably harder than this season. All the other things, I don't see reasons why they have to be. You know that in football many things can change and quick. All that situations we cannot have nothing guaranteed at the level we are in all the aspects of the business and of the game as well. But I don't see reasons for everyone to be losing really too much time about situation. Of course, we are pleased the players we have. We know that the players, they are really important for us, and of course for someone to leave this football club has to be something really that we cannot control or that we cannot afford really. That is the thing for us, and we are really calm related with this situation.
Thank you, Marco.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
Palace have improved a lot in front of goal under Roy Hodgson, I think, Vieira in particular. Why do you think that is? Is that a confidence thing with players or a new manager impact? What do you think that is?
New manager impact was for sure, because they were not in a good moment, of course, in that moment. Even I have to repeat that Patrick did a very, very good job. First season was really good. Of course, second season they had a tough period, and of course they decided to change the manager. But okay, the impact that Roy had in that and made in that football club was really important again, and of course the quality they have. Olise, Edze, Zaha, any striker that can play, Ayew, Edouard, or any striker that can play. Okay, with the support from the midfielders they have, apart from the backline, the mature backline that I said to you, of course, was a matter of confidence for them to start to score goals, because they have the quality, they have the talent up front to punish any team in this league. Of course, when they won the first game under Roy, and after they won the second, of course, the confidence came again for different levels. And of course, after they are expressing themselves, and you can feel it during the match, the way some of that players, that young players they are playing right now, you can feel that they are with full confidence to play football again.
A great season for you, and I think a season what solidified the Fulham fans' love for you as well. Do you feel at home here at Fulham?
No, I'm feeling well. Of course, the main thing for me is when you make people around you proud, and you are in football because it's what we love, is our job as well, but it's because we love. And the main thing for you is to feel that, make the people proud of you and the people that loves the club. Of course, all of us, we are here to win football matches, that without results you cannot do it, but it's really important. If you think if you ask me if I'm feeling really well, definitely I'm feeling well in this football club. But normally when I'm in a football club, normally the relationship that I can create, the environment that I like to work with everybody, the connection is really good from myself, my staff, with everyone in the football club.
Okay guys, that's the broadcast section completed. We'll move on for a few minutes please for the right.